Hi, my name's Sue Lamar and I'm here at Fogg Filler to talk about greasing your filler today. So everybody has a different age filler, and today we're going to look at a vintage filler and we're going to talk about years 2000 and older and best practices on how to grease them. And every filler has a grease bank. They could be located in different areas, but this filler's grease bank is right down here. We're going to kind of talk through best practices. So you're down by your grease bank, and each greaser on this particular filler is labeled, but depending on the age of your filler, they may not be labeled. And so you are going to have to verify indeed that this one says bowl, but if it didn't have a label on it, put grease in it and verify where is it going and is it going to a specific column. And then you can grease it and know you've greased it with the proper amount. Otherwise, who knows where it could be going. So it's important to, if they're labeled, it's easy. You can grease it and look, yep, it's on the bowl column. But if it's not, you have to be very intentional to make sure that which column it's going to. So any of these items on the grease bank work best to grease them when the machine is slowly jogging. That slowly jogging motion helps it work evenly through all your grease lines. So how do I know? So this one is labeled, so I'm lucky on this machine it says bowl. So if you look over here, here's the bowl column down here, and you can see that I've done a bad job. There is no grease oozing out in that bowl column. So I need to go back to that greaser and continue to pump grease in there until I can visually see it coming out down there. But it's dry right now, so that is not a good grease application. So if you come up here, in this capper column right here, this is what we want to see. Just a small amount coming right out of the bottom there. That is properly greased. Same here, properly greased. And then if you look down below here, this one is not. So if it looks like that, you'd better keep putting grease to it until it looks like the others where it falls out. So in addition to the grease bank down there, there are also lots and lots of little spots throughout the filler that you got to remember. So you see all these little grease zerks on every single capping head, they need to be greased. Same goes for right here, this one right here on the capper column right here. This one looks great right now. As you can see, it's coming out the bottom. That's what you want to see. Over here on the bowl column where that red ring is, that grease zerk needs to be handled, but you can see there, this one is not greased properly. So that one would need more. And every filler capper combination is different. So please reference your manual. And we also, in your manual, will tell you that certain ones need to be greased daily, weekly, monthly. So read that very, very carefully. This particular filler, this happens to be an F4. If you're looking at this capper column and thinking, I don't have that ring, what is that? What's different about that? This is an upgrade that you can do on the capper and on the bowl column. Over there, you can see that white ring over there. And what that does is it makes the machine easier to grease and more accessible to grease. So if you're struggling with either your capper column or bowl column on an F4, please give us a call. And if your filler is a different size, it might be a little bit different, and we can talk about that when you give us a call. 616-786-3644. Thank you and have a great day.